The obvious question is, why now?
Well, of course, Russia's attack on Ukraine kind of, I would say that the Finns lost all the remaining trust, the little bit of trust we had on Russian regime. Now we've seen an aggressor that doesn't care about human rights, doesn't care about what's being about like the security of Europe, but is able to do a brutal attack like this. So I would say that's the response.
And you say it's an aggressor, you say it's brutal, you say the very little trust is gone. So I wonder, I know it's a delicate question, but as Finland, is Russia your biggest foreign policy threat?
Well, to be frank, to put it frankly, yes, of course. On the other side, we're surrounded by democracies. We're a European Union country, but now we have this regime in our neighbor which clearly can resort to brutal violence to achieve its political gains. So of course, I don't see a direct military threat at the moment from Russia, but of course, the kind of country it is now, of course, it's our main threat in our foreign policy.
Oh well, that's and of course, I have to ask you. We've heard from a number of Russian politicians already saying, for us, NATO expansion is a problem. Finland, Sweden, also beware. There could be some repercussions. What do they mean by that?
Well, I would say it's up to them, but of course, in the end, it's Finland and Sweden are sovereign nations, so we have our right to do our own decisions regarding whether we ally or what kind of secure position and stance we take on our security policy.
So, but you're not scared about potentially Russia? There's been talk about potential cyber attacks, potentially some retaliation that is not full-blown military action, but that could be very disturbing here.
Yeah, well, I have a trust that Finland is quite a resilient society. We have good. I mean, our military is relatively strong. So, and the Russian military, of course, is at the moment tied to Ukraine. But I would say that our civil society and our ability to kind of come back if there's some kind of an attempt to, for example, cyber attack or hybrid influencing or something, I trust that the Finnish society is quite resilient.
And I have to ask you, the polls are incredible. How they've shifted from no to now majority saying yes, we want to join NATO. There has been this moment that at a time of conflict, you don't want to be by yourself. But I wonder, your Prime Minister said this has to get done in weeks, not months. So when can we expect this formal application to be made?
Well, I think it depends also on what happens now in the Parliament. We have the new white paper on our security situation. The debate starts today. I think the Prime Minister's comment of weeks is excellent in the sense that we don't want to be caught in between, that we're thinking of, yeah, we could join and then we would not take the step. So I think it has to be quite a limited time period, but what exactly, still up to debate.